Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. India's Core Energy Systems Limited, based in Mumbai, has secured an impressive Rs 200 crore in funding, one of the largest investments for a nuclear-focused company in the country. This funding, led by investors Pankaj Prasoon and Ashish Kacholia, will enhance the company's infrastructure and research capabilities. With plans to boost India's nuclear power capacity from 8.88 gigawatts to 100 gigawatts by 2047, nuclear energy is seen as vital for providing stable, carbon-free power. Core Energy is also refurbishing India's oldest nuclear facility at Tarapur, showcasing its commitment to a sustainable nuclear future aligned with national goals.
India recently faced a devastating cloudburst in Uttarkashi, highlighting the urgent need to address climate change's impact on natural disasters. The frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, such as flash floods and landslides, are increasing in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region due to rising temperatures and erratic monsoon patterns. To combat these challenges, India must modernize its weather monitoring systems and adopt ecological solutions like restoring wetlands. Additionally, integrating climate resilience into urban planning and empowering local communities is crucial. Coordinated action at all levels will strengthen India's ability to adapt to climate change and protect vulnerable areas.
In Umerkot, Pakistan, folk musician Shambai is using her songs to raise awareness about climate change in her community. Hailing from Sindh, a region severely affected by flooding, Sham performs in Sindhi to connect with villagers, teaching them about climate resilience through music. Alongside her, Uruj Fatima, known as Sindhi Chokri, is rapping to engage a wider audience on climate issues, emphasizing the struggles faced by women during disasters. Both artists are inspiring local action, encouraging tree planting and stronger home construction to combat the impacts of climate change, fostering hope and resilience in their communities.
In the United Kingdom and Germany, Tesla's electric vehicle sales have dropped significantly, with a decline of over 50% in July. Specifically, sales in the UK fell nearly 60%, while Germany saw a 55% decrease. Meanwhile, Chinese competitor BYD is thriving, with sales in the UK quadrupling and a 390% increase in Germany. This shift highlights the growing competition in the electric vehicle market and Tesla's ongoing challenges, partly due to public backlash against CEO Elon Musk's politics. As the landscape evolves, Tesla faces pressure to regain its foothold in Europe.
A recent report highlights that chemical pollution poses a threat to human and environmental health, comparable to climate change. Researchers from Deep Science Ventures found that over 100 million synthetic chemicals are in use, with many linked to serious health issues like infertility and cancer. Alarmingly, more than 90% of people breathe air that exceeds safety guidelines. The report emphasizes the need for better chemical safety assessments and suggests that consumer demand for safer products can drive positive change. By being mindful of what we buy and consume, individuals can contribute to a healthier planet and community.
In a recent statement, President Donald Trump expressed uncertainty about U.S. imports of Russian fertilizers and chemicals, particularly in relation to India's purchases. He hinted at raising tariffs on countries, including India, that buy Russian energy, accusing them of profiting while the U.S. imposes sanctions. India defended its actions, criticizing the U.S. and European Union for double standards in their trade with Russia. Meanwhile, Trump emphasized his commitment to resolving conflicts, including the ongoing Ukraine war. The situation highlights the complex dynamics of international trade and climate-related resources as nations navigate their energy needs amid geopolitical tensions.
In Canada, Passengers have shared intense experiences of flight turbulence, which is expected to worsen due to climate change. Petronila Turok, an 86-year-old traveler, recounted a chaotic flight where drinks spilled and the plane suddenly dropped. Similarly, George Sharp vividly remembers a turbulent flight in 1973 that caused injuries and fear among passengers. Others, like John Perry and Nigel Osborne, described terrifying moments during turbulence, feeling helpless as their planes jolted through storms. Despite these alarming accounts, the Transportation Safety Board of Canada reported no serious injuries from turbulence incidents between January 2020 and June 2025, highlighting that safety remains a priority.
A recent review published in BMJ Mental Health highlights the concept of solastalgia, linking climate change to mental health issues. Originating in 2003, solastalgia describes the distress caused by environmental changes leading to depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Researchers analyzed studies from Australia, Germany, Peru, and the USA, involving over 5,000 participants, and found strong connections between solastalgia and mental health problems. While the findings suggest that ongoing environmental destruction may intensify these feelings, further research is needed to fully understand the impact of solastalgia on mental health. Addressing these issues is essential for tackling the climate crisis effectively.
Honda Australia has announced that while their parent company aims for net zero emissions by 2050, they do not plan to sell only electric vehicles. Instead, they will focus on hybrids, expecting them to make up 90% of sales by next year. Excitingly, the iconic Honda Prelude sports car will return in mid-2026 with a hybrid powertrain. Honda's first all-electric model is also set to arrive in late 2026, with advancements in solid-state batteries underway. The company emphasizes that achieving carbon neutrality involves exploring various technologies, including fuel cell vehicles, alongside electric options.
Australia's annual Diggers and Dealers Mining Forum in Kalgoorlie, Boulder, showcased a vibrant discussion on the country's energy future and emissions targets. With over 2,300 delegates attending, the forum highlighted both challenges and successes in the renewable energy transition. Notably, Bellevue Gold announced Australia's first net-zero gold mine, set to operate with 80 to 90% renewable energy by 2025. While some industry leaders questioned the feasibility of meeting net-zero targets, others emphasized the economic benefits of renewables for remote mines, like those at Duketon and Tropicana. The government remains committed to achieving net zero by 2050.
Officials have shut down the krill fishery near Antarctica early due to overfishing, marking the first time the seasonal catch limit was exceeded. This closure is crucial because krill are a key food source for whales and play an important role in combating climate change. The Commission for the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources confirmed that the fishery, which should have remained open until December, reached its limit of 620,000 metric tons. As krill help remove 20 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere each year, their preservation is vital for marine ecosystems and the fight against climate change.
Australia's Great Barrier Reef is facing its worst coral bleaching ever recorded, according to a new government report. In 2024, rising ocean temperatures led to a significant decline in coral cover, dropping to just 26.9% in the southern reefs. The Australian Institute of Marine Science highlighted that mass bleaching events are becoming more frequent and intense, primarily due to climate change. The reef, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is home to diverse marine life, including 400 coral species and 1,500 fish species. Experts stress the need for strong action on greenhouse gas emissions to protect this vital ecosystem.
Lucid Group, an electric vehicle maker based in the United States, has adjusted its production outlook for 2025, now expecting to produce between 18,000 and 20,000 vehicles. Despite a 38.2% increase in vehicle deliveries compared to last year, the company reported a net loss of $855 million for the second quarter. Interim CEO Mark Winterhoff emphasized the need for caution due to unexpected challenges. On a positive note, Lucid secured a $300 million investment from Uber to support a partnership for deploying robotaxis. The company is also working on raising brand awareness with a new advertising campaign featuring actor Timothée Chalamet.
The United States is facing challenges in climate action as the Trump administration takes steps that hinder progress. Recently, the Environmental Protection Agency rejected a key document that allows regulation of greenhouse gases. Additionally, the Department of the Interior has been caught in a bind, as wind and solar energy are now the cheapest electricity sources, yet the administration excludes them from its energy plans. Despite these setbacks, the renewable energy sector continues to thrive, with solar power accounting for over 80% of new installations. This highlights the ongoing tension between fossil fuel interests and the push for sustainable energy solutions.
In Norway, a search is underway for American climate journalist Alec Loon, who went missing during a solo backpacking trip in Folgefonna National Park. Loon, an experienced hiker from Wisconsin, was last seen on Thursday and was expected to return by Monday to catch a flight from Bergen. His wife, Veronika Silchenko, reported him missing after he failed to arrive. Despite challenging weather conditions, search teams, including volunteers and helicopters, are actively looking for him. Silchenko expressed confidence in Loon's skills, noting his extensive experience in harsh climates while covering climate change and environmental issues.
Australia is set for a wet spring as a significant climate driver. The negative Indian Ocean dipole emerges for the first time in 3 years. This phenomenon typically brings increased rainfall, with past events leading to some of the country's wettest winters and springs. The Bureau of Meteorology predicts a 70 to 80% chance of above-median rain across central and eastern Australia, particularly benefiting the southeast inland. Additionally, the increased cloud cover may lead to cooler daytime temperatures. Overall, this shift promises a positive change in weather patterns for Australia in the coming months.
Pakistan is excited about utilizing China's technological advancements to develop electric vehicles, as emphasized by Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal during his visit to Beijing. He highlighted the potential for collaboration in creating next-generation batteries, like sodium-ion, which could benefit both nations. This partnership aims to establish electric vehicle manufacturing in Pakistan, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and offering cost advantages for Chinese companies. Additionally, Pakistan's government has approved a 5-year subsidy plan for 116,000 electric bikes and 3,170 electric rickshaws, promoting environmental sustainability and reducing oil imports. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will officially launch this initiative on August 14th.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note, these stories were AI-generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.